All right, we've got a neighborhood car show going on. So here's a 911 Turbo S. Late model, might be a couple years old. Love that ceramic gray color. We're gonna walk through and take a look at what's around. I like that interior. Don't know if that'll show up or not, but the houndstooth, beautiful. Here we have a 63 Morgan drop head coupe. You may have seen this car before on our channel. Taken us many times to various Morgan events, driven up the California coast. So this this actually is a movie car in a 1967 movie called The Trip. So Peter Fonda and Bruce Dern drove this car along Sunset Boulevard. We've got this 360 here. We've seen this one in the neighborhood, and that's the young man there that owns the car, enjoying his donut. Timeless, great looking car. It's a Todd's car. Here we have the Jag Coupe, the F-Type. Be curious what the engine looks like in that, if you can see much of it. It's all covered up. So we've got the 430. This is Ed's car, Ed Swart. This is his book here. Professional driver, retired now. He drove all through Europe. Over 630 or so professional races, I believe. So he had this, bought this recently, I think in the last year. He likes it, but he said it's very low in the front end. Here we have last of the air-cooled Porsches, the 996 model. This is the Targa. And after chatting with this gentleman here, the owner, it turns out we live like half a mile from each other. It's a small world. Love these wheels here, like the riveted wheels. But this is a Targa.
I complained that
you can see the Targa here. Beautiful tan interior. Anyway, so back to the 911 or the 996. This is a Miata here, owned by this gentleman here. He was telling us lots of stories about it. Here's a ZR1, or Z06, I'm sorry. So that would be a C7 Corvette. Look at those tires. We've got racing slicks on them. Wow. Anyway, great looking car. It's a stick shift, obviously. Z06 2016. Oh, here's the Z8, right? BMW, so aluminum bodied. These things really shot up in value. They were kind of flat for the longest time, but these are kind of handmade, bespoke BMW. They're really gaining lots of value now. Got a convertible Camaro, last of the Camaros here. LT1. Oh yeah, it's got a 6-speed in there. Like that interior color with the two-tone matching the stripes here. That's a 2023. Oh, 2021. So it's got to be the last of those last year or so. Shelby GT 350. I'd like to see the engine on that. Got the roll bar in there. It's really stripped down. This is all business in here. Got Carroll Shelby's autograph there in the dash. I think that might be a plexiglass rear windscreen. This is plexiglass here, of course. Just finding ways to make the car lighter. Those might be magnesium wheels, but I could be wrong. This is interesting, the 280 Mercedes SL. Black plate California car. One thing I noticed right away are the wheels. And those are Alfa Romeo wheels. Or at least the same pattern, made by the same company, Cromodora. Nice car, kind of a deep eggplant color. Looks like it's a 4-speed. Another BMW here, Coupe 6 Series. Here's a probably a 540, I'm gonna guess. I don't know, let's see. 740, so that's the V8, aluminum V8.
Why not give them?
Okay, we got a nice Mustang here, 66. High-rise aluminum intake, Edelbrock carburetor, nice aluminum radiator. This car would drive well, I'm sure. Side exhaust. So this would be the coupe, not the fastback. 4-speed, nice wooden steering wheel. This is interesting, a Honda Beat. This is right out of Japan. Right-hand drive. You'll never see one of these. Really interesting.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, are you sure you have the right year? Do you need washer fluid for your
No,
liquid fluid?
it's no longer in our system, but I keep
Exactly.
hearing. It's like, yeah, all right.
Here we go, another Shelby GT350. I think this is John's. Yeah, I love those wheels. Great logo there. You can read about it here. He also has a coupe, and we'll look at that in a second. 289. And this is really, really sharp, valuable. Let me scoop back. There we go. You can see it better now. I like the blue piping there on the seats just to break up the black. The blue carpeting. The Shelby style cowboy hat. Wooden rimmed wheel. Shelby signature on the glove box.
Base model car, and what's called aftermarket parts on there. And I said,
I should talk to John and get the details. Here's the coupe. Shelby Daytona coupe. Incredible car. I've seen this on the road, been with him side by side. It's a real beast. It's all drilled here for lightweight and strength, believe it or not. Big radiator up there for cooling. You got these velocity stacks up here on these Webers. I don't know what size those Webers are. And I'm not sure. Oh, look at those headers. Let me walk around the front here. We've got the spinners here, the knockoff wheels. Stamping there. But I'm not sure what size that is. I don't know if that's a 302. Let's take a look. Oh, here we go. Factory 5 Daytona Cobra Coupe Tribute. So that's a 392 Ford Motorsport engine, 425 horsepower. Aluminum racing heads, forged pistons, steel connecting rods. It's got all the goodies. Oh, those are 48 Webers. Those are big Webers. Yeah, this is a really great car. If it were not a tribute, it would be worth, oh boy, 7-8 million. I've kind of lost track of the value on these. But even though it's a tribute, it's still worth a pretty penny. Here's a 911. what's this, 230302. I've known this car since new. Classic 911 here. So that would be just before they changed, I think in what, 05, they changed the look of the front end a little bit. People complained it looked like a Boxster, but I don't know, I think it looks fine. Anyway, that's a Carrera 4S, so all-wheel steering. This is a beautiful car. I talked to the owner, and he bought this. It's an original Southern California car, and I don't know if you can see this or not, but look at that mileage. 77,000 original miles. Got the original cell phone. Everything powers up like it should, but of course it won't work, has no connectivity, but beautiful car. Last year of the 560 SEC, he had these wheels made, and they're perfect, I think, for this car. Take a look at that. So these have a wider wheel or rim in the back, but I think they're still just a 16, or are they a 15? Those are 16, yeah. So a lot of people will ruin these cars by putting bigger wheels on them. And like the owner said, it ruins the ride of the car. So this has ABS brakes. You've got the wipers there on each headlamp. Beautiful anthracite gray. Another car I'm familiar with, it's an 88 Ferrari Testarossa. Very original, with these wheels here, 16-inch wheels, classic red on tan. So that's your 12-cylinder, 5-liter 12-cylinder. It's not a V12, it's a flat 12, or horizontally opposed Boxer. These are wide. You can see how wide they are. But they really drive great on the road. Transmission works beautifully. There's another one. Two Testarossas lined up here side by side. This is a 90. Black on tan. You don't see black hardly ever. So this car is just about perfect as well. You can see the different style wheel compared to the 88. Stand back here and take a look at it. Here's a 308 GTS. The S represents the Spider version. So this top here is removable. That's what makes it a Spider. This was owned by Buck Owens, famous country music star and hee-haw personality. Who remembers hee-haw? So this is Larry and Roxanne, their car. So kind of like, well, this would be exactly the car that Tom Selleck would have been driving in Magnum PI. So great looking car. I read that they used the Spider because Tom Selleck being tall, he needed the target top removed to be able to put his head in there. And here's a 67 Alfa Romeo Duetto. Same car from the movie The Graduate. Dustin Hoffman made these cars famous. And Alfa Romeo later on used the word graduate to designate one of their models. These are a 14-inch wheel modeled after the GTA wheel, which would have been, I believe, magnesium. The 66 and 7 used a steel wheel that was 15-inch. That would be original. Then they went to the 14-inch. So this car has been modified with the later wheels, and they're also much lighter weight compared to the steel wheels. And this little ridge here is stock. So if you see a Duetto without this, it means it's been wrecked in the front end and somebody that didn't know what they were doing removed that and then repainted it. There's a Jaguar sedan, and then this Ferrari here, it's a Dino GT4, 308 GT4, I guess. I have not seen this before. It just kind of sneaked in on me. A boxer front end, factory installed racing engine, luggage shelf instead of the rear seats. Okay. Yeah, interesting. This is in great shape. I love this color combination. Dark brown interior with this kind of champagne paint. 308 GT4. So same engine in the 308 GTS that we saw. I'll have to find the owner on this, but really cool car. All right, that's gonna do it. So I hope you enjoyed the neighborhood car show, and we'll see you next time.